Hello, everyone, and welcome to Future Group Tour and Travel Channel. Today, I will share some things you must know before going to Singapore. Make sure to stick to the end to ensure that you are prepared for everything. Singapore is a small but beautiful island nation in Southeast Asia, known for its multicultural society, modern architecture, and delicious food. Whether you are planning a short trip or an extended stay, there are some things you need to know to make your visit more enjoyable and hassle-free. So, let's get started. First, you must check the visa requirements for traveling to Singapore. Depending on your nationality, you may need a visa to enter Singapore or be eligible for a visa-free entry or a visa on arrival. You can check the visa requirements and apply online on the official website of the Immigration and Checkpoints Authority of Singapore. Ensure you have a valid passport, a confirmed return ticket, and enough funds to cover your expenses during your stay. Next, you need to understand the local currency, which is the Singapore dollar. The Singapore dollar exchange rate varies depending on the market, but you can check the latest rates online. You can exchange your money at the airport, banks, hotels, or licensed money changers widely available in the city. However, some money changers may charge higher fees or offer lower rates, so comparing the rates before you exchange your money is advisable. You can use your credit or debit cards at most places, but some small shops or street vendors may only accept cash. Another thing you need to know is the weather and the best time to visit Singapore. Singapore has a tropical climate, which means it is hot and humid all year round. The average temperature is around 27 degrees, but it can go up to 35 degrees or drop to 22 degrees, depending on the season. The rainy season is from November to January, while the dry season is from February to October. However, rain can occur any time of the year, so carrying an umbrella or raincoat is always good. The best time to visit Singapore depends on your preferences and activities. Still, generally speaking, February, March, and April are considered the most pleasant and less crowded. Moving on, you need to know the languages spoken in Singapore and some basic phrases for tourists. Singapore has 4 official languages: English, Malay, Mandarin, and Tamil. English is the most widely spoken language and the language of business, education, and government. Most Singaporeans can speak and understand English, so you should be fine communicating with them. However, you may also encounter some local dialects or slang, such as Singlish, a mix of English and other languages. Singlish is often used in informal situations and can be hard to understand for foreigners. Learning some local phrases can help you interact with the locals and show respect for their culture. Next, you need to know about the local transport in Singapore and tips on getting around. Singapore has a well-developed and efficient public transport system consisting of the Mass Rapid Transit, also known as MRT, buses, and taxis. The MRT is the fastest and most convenient way to travel around the city, covering most major attractions and areas. You can buy a single trip ticket or a stored value card, such as the Easy Link card or the Singapore Tourist Pass, which allows you to travel on the MRT and buses unlimitedly for a fixed period. You can also tap and pay at the MRT stations and use your credit or debit cards. The buses are another cheap and reliable option, as they cover more routes and destinations than the MRT. You can use the same cards or pay with cash, but ensure you have the exact amount, as no change will be given. The taxis are also widely available and accessible. Still, they are more expensive than the MRT and buses, especially during peak hours or surcharges. You can also use ride-hailing apps like Grab or Gojek to book a taxi or private car. Another thing you need to know is the food and drink in Singapore and must-try cuisines. Singapore is a food paradise, as it offers a variety of dishes from different cultures and regions. You can find Chinese, Malay, Indian, Peranakan, Western food, and other modern cuisines. Some of the most popular and iconic dishes in Singapore are chicken rice, a tender chicken dish, served with fragrant rice cooked in chicken broth and garlic, and accompanied by chili sauce, ginger, and soy sauce. Laksa, a spicy noodle soup with coconut milk, curry paste, fish cakes, tofu, and prawns or chicken. Chili crab, a fresh crab dish cooked in a thick, tangy sauce made of tomato, chili, and egg. Sauté, skewers of grilled meat, such as chicken, beef, or mutton, served with peanut sauce, cucumber, onion, and rice cakes. Roti prata, a flaky and crispy flatbread that can be eaten plain or with different fillings, such as egg, cheese, or banana, and dipped in curry sauce. You can find these dishes and more at hawker centers, food courts, or restaurants, depending on your budget and preference. Hawker centers are open-air complexes with stalls selling various foods at affordable prices. They are usually crowded and noisy, but offer an authentic and lively dining experience. Food courts are similar to hawker centers, but they are located in shopping malls or buildings and are more comfortable and air-conditioned. Restaurants are more expensive and formal, but they offer a higher quality and variety of food. No matter where you eat, you need to follow some food etiquette, such as using chopsticks, spoons, or forks to eat, depending on the type of food. Please do not use your hands unless it is a finger food, such as sauté or roti prata. Please do not stick your chopsticks upright in your rice. It is considered rude and unlucky. Place them on the chopstick or the side of your plate or bowl. Do not point your chopsticks or utensils at someone. It is impolite and aggressive. Use your hand or gesture instead. Do not waste food, as it is considered disrespectful and wasteful. Finish everything on your plate or bowl, or share it with someone else. Do not drink tap water, as it may not be safe or clean. Drink bottled water or boiled or filtered water instead. Moving on, you need to know the cultural etiquette in Singapore and the rules to follow. Singapore is a multicultural and diverse society etiquette where people of different races, religions, and backgrounds coexist harmoniously. However, there are some cultural etiquettes and rules that you need to respect and follow, such as dressing appropriately, especially when visiting religious places, such as temples, mosques, or churches. Cover your shoulders, knees, and chest, and remove your shoes before entering. Do not wear anything too revealing, offensive, or disrespectful. Greet people with a smile, a handshake, a nod, and a bow, depending on the situation and the person. Do not hug or kiss someone unless you are close or familiar with them. Address people by their titles, such as Mr., Mrs., Miss, or Doctor, followed by their surname unless they tell you otherwise. Only use their first name if you are invited to do so. Respect the elders, who are highly regarded and honored in Singapore. Speak to them politely, listen to their advice, and offer them your seat or assistance if needed. Please do not litter, spit, chew gum, or smoke in public. They are illegal and punishable by fines or even jail. Dispose of trash in the bins and only smoke in designated areas. Do not jaywalk, cross the road when the light is red, or ride a bicycle on the pavement, as they are dangerous and against the law. Use the pedestrian crossings, follow the traffic signals, and depend on the designated. As far as attractions go, Singapore has many of them that cater to different interests and preferences. The first one is Marina Bay Sands, a stunning integrated resort with a hotel, a casino, a mall, a museum, a sky park, and a spectacular light and water show. You can enjoy the panoramic views of the city skyline from the rooftop infinity pool or the observation deck, or indulge in the luxury shopping and dining options. Marina Bay Sands is also home to the Art Science Museum, which showcases innovative and interactive exhibits that explore the intersection of art, science, and technology. Next is Gardens by the Bay, a futuristic park that spans 101 hectares and consists of 3 waterfront gardens, Bay South, Bay East, and Bay Central. Gardens by the Bay is famous for its Super Tree Grove, a collection of 18 vertical gardens that light up at night, and its 2 conservatories. The Flower Dome, which displays plants from different regions of the world, and the Cloud Forest, which features a 35-meter-high waterfall and a cloud walk. Gardens by the Bay also offers various attractions, such as the OCBC Skyway, the Children's Garden, the Heritage Gardens, and the Dragonfly and Kingfisher Lakes. Botanic Gardens is next, a UNESCO World Heritage Site showcasing Singapore's rich flora and fauna. The Botanic Gardens has more than 10,000 species of plants, including orchids, palms, ginger, and bromeliads. You can also visit the National Orchid Garden, which has the most extensive collection of orchids, or the Jacob Ballas Children's Garden, which has interactive and educational features for kids. The Botanic Gardens also hosts concerts, festivals, and exhibitions annually. Singapore Zoo is a world-class zoo that houses over 2,800 animals from more than 300 species, many of which are endangered or threatened. The Singapore Zoo is known for its open and naturalistic habitats, where you can see the animals up close and personal. You can also experience the zoo in different ways, such as the night safari, which is the world's first nocturnal zoo, the river safari, which is Asia's first and only river-themed wildlife park, or the Jurong Bird Park, which is Asia's largest bird park. The last one is Orchard Road, a shopping paradise that stretches for 2.2 kilometers and offers a wide range of retail, dining, and entertainment options. Orchard Road has over 20 malls, such as Ion Orchard, Paragon, Injian City, and Plaza Singapura, where you can find everything from luxury brands to local labels. Orchard Road also has several attractions, such as the Singapore Art Museum, the National Museum of Singapore, and the Astana, the official residence of the President of Singapore. These are just some of the many attractions that Singapore has to offer. You can also visit other places, such as the Singapore Flyer, the Raffles Hotel, Chinatown, Little India, Sentosa Island, and more. I hope you enjoy your trip to Singapore and have a wonderful time. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Also, check our playlist of top 10 things to know before visiting for more videos like this and much more. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend so they can be informed too. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.